Good morning, parents and students. I want to welcome you to the first day of April. I hope everyone had a wonderful day. I know we had a few bumps on the road yesterday dealing with Pearson Realize, and hopefully you read the email I sent you last night. We're going to go ahead and do away with Pearson Realize for now, even though the site is very good. When it works, it has some very good features that the kids can work on, but we're just having way too much trouble with people not being able to log in or logging in and it not opening up, and for on my end it's not saving a lot of the children's work. So a lot of the children worked on it last week, and I have no record of it on the site. So I went ahead and sent an email yesterday. We went ahead and adjusted a lot of those grades, and hopefully we can start fresh today and begin the our language arts curriculum with a fresh start. And I do apologize. I do apologize for everything, and I hope you can bear with me. We're all in. We're all in this together, and we will come through this. We need to be together, doing this together, and supporting one another. So I went ahead and modified today's language art lessons to make them a little bit simpler and hopefully a little bit easier to follow. Today is Wednesday. We're going to forego working on science and social studies today so that we just have enough activities to be successful. Okay? So this is what we're going to do. So we're going to start in the morning. Again, breakfast in the morning, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Some of you start earlier. I have noticed that. For today, under math, they're going to have some assessments. These assessments are in their workbook. Okay? So these are the assessments that the first group is working on. So it's going to be Module 13. These are the page numbers. Unit 2 assessment. These are the page numbers here. This assessment here is only for Group D. There's been a little bit of confusion of who's doing these. The students know if they're in Group D or not. So all you need to do is ask them. And children, you need to vocalize if you're in Group D or not. And it's not anything bad or anything different. It's just that that group was able to move a little bit ahead of the others earlier in the year, and at this point they have separate assignments. So I have this group here, and then I have the students in Group D. So if you're not in Group D, you're going to be working on this. If you are in Group D, you only do this. So again, if you're in Group D, you only do this. If you're not in Group D, you only do this. Then of course take some pictures, upload them through RenWeb. Please upload them through RenWeb. It makes it a lot easier on me because they're organized by subject and by student. Okay, so if you're wondering what the pages look like, we'll walk you through them. This is the first group, and it looks like this. It's a Module 13 assessment, and then there's a Unit 2 assessment. The Unit 2 assessment is a little bit longer. Feel free to use your notes. You are allowed to use your notes. Use your workbook. Go in and work these out. That's this group here. It's a pretty long one. Group D, you're taking your Module 16 assessment. So this is what your assessment looks like. It's a little bit shorter because it's the module assessment. It's not the unit assessment like the other group has. So that's math for today. And at the end of the day, they have an online activity here for each group also. And again, this is what Group D is working on. And if you're in Group D, you don't see this one when you log in. And if you're not in Group D, you don't see this one because I'm able to assign individual students to each individual test. So if you're not in Group D, you won't see this assignment. You'll only see this one, and vice versa. If you're in Group D, you won't see this one. So it's a very important, parents, that we keep them on track. We cannot move anyone forward because Group D is about 2 or 3 units ahead. And if we try to move other children forward to be with Group D, they're going to skip the algebraic reasoning. They're going to skip the geometry, the measurements, the shapes, quadrilaterals, 3D, 2D dimensional shapes. There's a lot of information in between those two sections, between group D and the other group. So it's not something that we can do. It's everyone's on their own pace, and everyone needs to stay focused, and we're doing a pretty good job. So make sure you ask your child what group they're in. They know what group they're in. Okay, so that's math. Of course, if you want them to exercise all day, I know it's hard staying indoors all day. Go out and stretch their legs. Here's the modifications. So we're going to get Epic. It's the Epic website, and I used this one before during the day just to see if there's any lag, and I have not seen what I've seen with Pearson Realize. Okay, and I'm trying to get our reading assignments to be more paper pencil and hands-on writing and drawing activities, but I had to create this one at the spur of the moment for today. So it's going to be this book. You go to Epic, you're going to find the amazing travels of, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this, Ibn Battuta. This is the book that I have assigned for you. And when you go to Epic, it's going to look like this. It's this book. Okay. And you're only going to read up to page 14. You can read it, go back, reread it. This is a culturally relevant book, and your child should have a lot of connections, and they should be able to make connections with the characters, the stories, so comprehension is going to be a lot easier. When there's connections, it'll be a lot easier for them to get motivated to read. So this is the book they're going to be reading. They only read up to page 14. You need to stop here. You can read ahead when you have time later, but for the assignment today, you stop on page 14. And what are they going to do? They're going to create slides explaining and describing the travels of the character up until he arrived to Mecca, and it ends on page 14. So what they're going to get 2 sheets of writing paper, 2 sheets. You're going to put them like this, and then you're going to glue this end to this end right here. And we've done these before in class. You put this end on this end, you put the glue here, and then you make one large sheet. Then after that, you fold it in half here, fold it in half here, fold it in half, and then fold it 2 more times. Then when you unfold it, you're going to have 8 congruent squares, and those are like little slides, like if you were making a PowerPoint. Okay, and we've done these before in class. Each slide will have, the first one will have the title, the characters, the title, the author, a picture. Each slide will have an illustration and an explanation of the main points of the story up to page 14. They get to pick what they want to highlight, but it has to be in sequential order. Now, of course, we're going through pages 1 through 14, so there's going to be a lot of information in there. They get to pick 7 because the first square is relegated for the title page. The next page, the next square, is the illustration, and then the description, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. Okay, not less. Not. We need to have at least more than two. More than 2. Okay. Each square will have once you do this one and you unfold it, you're going to have congruent squares, and then each square will be designated for a particular part of the story that they want to share. So it'll have an illustration, and then it'll have a little summary on the bottom, and there's going to be 7 of them, and they're from the story, hopefully, and the illustrations, want them to be colorful, something they're going to be able to share. So I'm very eager to see the pictures when these are completed. They don't have to be turned in tomorrow. Okay, if they don't get to finish the illustrations, if something happens, that's okay. Get them to me by the end of the week. Okay. That's the reading, and I went ahead and gave a little bit of instructions there. The students know how to make them. We've made them before. For grammar, I excel. We're working on creating compound sentences and order the words to create a sentence. iExcel is very easy for me to use because it allows me the opportunity to check the progress without me actually physically engrading it. It's very good. For writing, they're going to write a reflection writing sample in their reflection journals. They know which one that is, the reflection journals. And then they're going to describe any connections that they have with the story that they read, the character, or the events from the story that was read earlier. Okay, we've done the transactional connections writing, the reflection pieces. We've done those before, so they just talk about what connections they have, similarities, differences, things that they've experienced that the character also experienced, and it could be anything, any connections that they have. This creates an avenue for them to write more, and it motivates them to write because they see themselves in the stories that are being read. So I want to incorporate that in today's lesson. So that's a writing piece, at least a page and a half long. Page or a page and a half long. And then everything else is the same, the dear time, the break, the Islamic studies, the grammar. Oh, do I have the grammar up twice here? And of course the unit tests at the end on Think Central. Well, that concludes our daily schedule review. I hope these are helping. I will upload the schedule onto RenWeb, and it'll be under the documents section under language arts, and I'll put it under math also, and you should just go to those subjects and you should see it right there under the documents section. I know you want some of them emailed to you as attachments, but we've been told by Miss Dahlia that we're not to send any more documents via attachments via email. She wants us to upload them all under the documents. She wants us to use RenWeb. She wants everyone to be more familiar with using the tools that RenWeb has for us. So that's why we're doing that. Again, so once you download the schedule, go to my YouTube channel. You'll see this video here, and it will guide you through the events. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. Hopefully we've remedied the situation with what happened yesterday, and I do apologize for that, but we have to adapt, and we will be successful. And little by little, I'll start incorporating more of my teaching method in the classroom to your students via our online educational program. So again, this is Mr. Lopez, wishing everyone a wonderful and beautiful day. Have fun today, laugh, sing, dance, and remember that we're here to help. I'm here to help, and I wait to see some of those assignments turned in by the end of the week. So very eager to hear any feedback that parents that you may have, and please let me know again if you're having any issues or concerns. Thank you again for your time. Goodbye.